Cancer Leo, to your beginning of the month reading. This is for the 7th through the 12th, almost right there at mid-month. Wow. Saying it like that makes it sound like mid-month's right around the corner. It literally is. Okay, guys, trying out the new camera. This is actually my second camera. The first one I didn't like because you couldn't read it. Couldn't read. It wouldn't focus on the words. So this one seems much better. Of course, we only get it for a little while. My husband will say, hey, that's good. Give it back to me so I can wrap it up and put it underneath the Christmas tree. And then we'll get it back to you guys, okay? So this is kind of like testing 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, the first one made me very sad. But only because it would not read the cards. Like, who makes a camera without autofocus? That's ridiculous. Okay, my friends, let's get in here and see what's going on with you, my beautiful Cancer Leos. Let's see. I've got some worrisome things going on within your mind. Something is happening where you're starting to get a little worried. What was it for the... I'm still watching the Astro Dice too, guys, because I know that a lot of times these also talk about the Astro Dice. So I'm just kind of looking here, and it was Cancer Leo Astro Dice is... Where the heck are you? There you are. The truth is coming out. Foggy. Okay. Feeling a little foggy. It does feel like there is some worrisome things that are going on. Still feel a little trapped in your mind about a situation. Could be some fears and insecurities as well. Take it how it resonates. Or it could just be that I'm still trapped in this fog, and I can't really find what it is I'm looking for. Okay? So it does feel like you are trying to get to this new chapter, but it feels like there is a challenge going on when it comes to this situation. So not quite making the completion yet. But if I remember right, I don't think you really see the completion till it was either the full moon or the Mercury retrograde. I can't remember. Guys, if you haven't watched the Astro Dice, be sure to watch that, okay? I can't remember every sign. But yeah, it's like you're in the knowing that it's not being completed. There's something still in the way, and a lot of it is me trying to figure out what it is, trying to get there. It does look like it's time to do some shadow work, right? Trying to dig deep within yourself and, weigh your pros and cons and kind of, dig deep within the situation so that you can really sit back, sit still, and, listen. If you guys need help for meditation or any of that stuff, make sure to check out the second channel. It's in the description area. It's Relaxing Whispers Meditation. All your meditation needs. Guided meditation and relaxing music, to help you focus and do those things. And if you guys need a self-guided meditation, hypnosis meditation done that's not there, just write it down in there and say, I would like for you to do this because you don't have it here for me. And I will do that for you. Just guys, give me a little bit of time though, okay, to get that out, and then I'll write you and let you know that it's up. But I have no problems doing so to help you out. Yeah, it's like it's foreshadowing on what your firm foundation is, really taking on this challenge and trying to take kind of the control back where you feel like you lost a little bit of control, or control is a little bit, kind of sliding away. Really wanting to make it to the top of this mountain, right? Really getting down to your root chakras. This here is the root chakra. And it's saying, that's getting back to my instincts, getting back to the basics of where my control is and my stability is, but really having to dig deep to find that, okay, for financial material changes. So it is definitely talking about money here, and knowing that there's something going on here where I can't really put my hand on this situation, and I feel like I'm not in this control. And I'm trying to figure it out, right? Everybody's story is going to be different, whether it's finance or it's material, okay? maybe it's trying to get to that new car, or, you know, buying a new house, or however it is. But it does say that you're looking for that change. You're looking for that stabilization, and just having a hard time really stabilizing yourself, or trying to find that job or whatever and save that money, however. You're looking for a swift change and some sudden action. It looks like you have been manifesting quickly. That doesn't surprise me. A lot of Cancer Leos do manifest a lot. I see a lot of eights here, and I'm going to give you a heads up. I think I only gave one other sign this heads up because it came up the same as well. The 8th, guys, November 8th is going to be a portal for abundance and prosperity. Okay, it will run until the 28th. It's a portal no one really talks about. It's 11/8 portal. It would be a good time to do your shadow work, do your scripting, do your vision boards, do your your manifesting, your meditation work, things of that nature. Clear your energy out, and really, start meditating, and it will help you get your quick answers and decisions, right? Digging deep within your higher self. So it is talking about, if you were to take this sudden action, this would be the best thing to do. Okay, to really try to really, move yourself along to get the answers that you're really digging so deep for, with the moon card there, because it just feels like, something feels hidden. It's not coming to light. It might not 100%, and it's like, it's not coming to light, but you're digging deep for this situation. It might not, though, until the full moon, right? When things become, when your intuition's super open, and then things that were hidden now do come to light, right? No longer hidden from sight. So you might get some answers between then and there, but I do feel like when that full moon comes, that will be when you're really going to hit it, right? But it is going to take some moderation and some patience. It says you're really finding the meaning and being sensible about the situation. Make sure you are keeping yourself balanced during this time. This time is time to really, she's mixing the water over here, but she's, I love the Temperance, because she's mixing the waters around, for that balance. But she's also testing the waters over here. It's kind of like hot to cold, right? So she's kind of keeping it a little bit lukewarm. That's being sensible, right? Testing the waters to see, is it going to be, is it too deep to walk in? Is it too hot? Is it too cold? You know what I'm saying? So it's like finding that meaning, having that purpose. And that's kind of like the same thing it's saying, is like, be patient and just test some things out and see how you're going to find these answers. But don't allow yourself to stay in the 8 of Swords. Because staying in the 8 of Swords is not going to accomplish anything, right? It's not going to help. But then it says you have this Page of Pentacles. So it says, here comes the reflection on the moon, right? So it's like you have this, here comes that reflection of that manifestation, of that desire, right, to receive that higher news. And you might even find some news through another person. They may say something, and you might be like, excuse me, what did you say? Right? And that will trigger, that could trigger something within you. Or you might read an article, or see something pop up on your Google or however, that's going to catch your attention. So be aware of those things, because this is talking about, aligning yourself and planning. But this will be good though too, because it'll allow you to start moving for your personal goals. Okay, absolutely, yeah. Preparation for the personal goals. Thank you. Like, okay, I just said that. Moving forward with expansion, definitely. So you're going to start seeing those opportunities starting to kind of unfold. But the opportunities that you're really looking to unfolding are actually within your mind. They're actually within, because you're going to start seeing like, oh, okay, if I move this way, then this could possibly happen. if I go this way, right? So it's like what activities you're maintaining and you're putting out there, right? So it's like offering yourself for the inspired action. That way you're going to be moving. And then unpredictable. Look at that unpredictable movement coming in. Could be from an Aries coming to help out. Wow, I don't know what's going on. Whoa, all of a sudden it just kind of changed. You might feel a little stubborn about the situation because when the Knight of Wands comes in, you might feel like they're so passionate, so inspired to want to get into something, but it's so impulsive that you might be a little stubborn and a little rigid about this situation. Like, I'm not sure if that's going to be for me. So you might kind of pull back the reins on that situation because they're coming in pretty, pretty hot over here. Knight of Wands is pretty hot, right? And that's a lot of impulsiveness. And you having that Leo can move pretty impulsive too. Leos move impulsive. But I think that the way that everything is going right now, impulsiveness might be kind of a turnoff. Because you're still trying to put all of your eggs into one basket. You're still gathering. You're still gathering everything and putting everything together. And it almost feels like if you took this one thing that's going on, like this, right, you feel like, oh, well, I might have missed some eggs, right, to put into the basket. I don't have everything in my mind. I don't have everything together yet. See, I'm still trying to get out of trapped and fear. I'm trying to still get out of this area so that I can feel like everything's coming together. And then you have the inner calling. Yeah, because that's what you need. And then it's going to start this new phase. I'm telling you, and that's going to be right around the full moon. And then that's when the information really starts coming together. Well, that's fine. Maybe the Knight of Wands, they can come back around. It's kind of like, well, as soon as I gather these other two eggs, I'll be back. But, whoa, I'm not moving like that quick. You need to hold on there, Mr. Mrs. Okay? You're coming in way too hot, too rash. Right? So you do have the blessing coming over here. So it does feel like, okay, now I'm feeling like now I feel like the success is coming around. Now I'm feeling that rebirth where I need that. And I'm feeling my vitality come back. And now this is going to flip. And I'm telling you, it's going to flip. It's going to flip in reverse. Okay? Right? Now it's flipped in reverse. Because if you already have a reverse card in the Eight of Swords, then that means it's the same card. So it's saying you're having the blessings because I no longer have that inner turmoil right here because now I'm reaching out and there's more hope and there's less worry because everything's starting to come together and it makes sense. Where last time, it's kind of like your Astro Dice reading is like there's so much worry that it's not making any sense, right? But you can feel that breakdown, right? That's why I always say, guys, make sure you watch the Astro Dice because you never know when these pop up, right? Sometimes they pop up in the mid-month, sometimes it pops up in the end-month. It depends on what the energy is. If you have something that's going to take over this energy that just came out of the blue, it's going to take over it. But this is saying, no, this is the same. So no, it says now and then you're going to pause, you're going to surrender because you're releasing and you're accepting things and you're having this deep insight. So you're going into hangman mode. Because you're like, well, screw it all. I surrender to that. I surrender to the sun. I surrender to the situation. And I'm going to let the other ones go because now I see. And why is it? Because now I see because I have all my eggs in the basket. Makes total sense to me. Right? So now you can rest assured that now you're on your way. Now you don't feel like you're exhausted and giving up. Now you don't feel like you're in so much of a challenge mode, right? You're like, I'm not exasperated. Yeah, that too. Yeah. No, I'm completely in control and I'm holding my own and I'm sticking up for what it is that I want because I know now how this is going to go. Why? Because you thought about it, you used it, you dug deep within the situation. And it's like, oh, all of it makes sense now. Oh, I get it. Star card. Rejuvenation. The hope coming back. Oh, that happened because this happened because that happened because now I have to do all of this. And that's how everything got flung all around. So it's almost like having that awakening to that understanding. Which a lot of people are having. I already talked about that in the Astro Dice. We're all, that rebirth of that new moon said, hey, let me throw everybody's shit around. And then you guys can go gather your eggs and put them back into a basket. Some of you will, some of you won't, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. Where you, are you going to prevail, or how much do you care? You know what I mean? I mean, it's going to depend on everybody. Pretty much if you're watching this video, you care. That's why you're here. Right? It's like, heads up, if you're watching tarot, you probably care. That's why you want to prevail. I don't want to get stuck without all my eggs in one basket. Tell me where that last egg is. It's behind the bush to the left of the house. Okay, guys, let's go. So going ahead and actually, you know what? I'm going to give you a daily healing card. I gave one to Virgo, so I'm going to go ahead and give you one too, since they're out now. And then I'll give you an animal card. The best message, please, for the beautiful Cancer, Leo. Master the step you're on. You got to be like, you can't make that up, because you have the Temperance. What did I say? What is she doing? She's mastering the step she's on. She wants to know if this is too hot, too cold. Moderate, being sensible, and finding the meaning. Woohoo! Okay, so what is your animal spirit? What is the message? Some Jeopardy music going on. And it is... Ooh, what is it? The Ladybird. Accept happiness and good fortune. Whoa. See, so you're going somewhere. You're on to something. This, you're not just being led off into the darkness for nothing. No. Spirit says, I want you to accept the happiness for the good fortune, because that's what I want you to understand, that's where you're going. You might not feel it now, but that's where you're headed. So feel it now. Even if you don't have it, feel it. That's a part of manifesting. You feel it in the present so that you can attain it for the future. For tomorrow is your future. Today is today. Reminds me of somebody. I'm not going to say though. But anyway, no, seriously. But that's kind of, but that's what Franklin D. Roosevelt said, right? Besides her. Say it the right way. As Franklin D. Roosevelt said. But in seriousness over here, you are accepting the happiness and that good fortune. But you want to make sure that you're attaining that right now, guys. Okay, you want it now in the present. Because when you can feel it, even when you're not feeling good, you will be surprised how your energy will change. Okay? And it will actually bring your luck into a better place and change that energy around. Okay? Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.